Hello, I'm Lakeland School System Superintendent Ted Horrell. It's been 1 year since we sent your students home for spring break and then didn't return to in-person learning until 5 months later. Since that time, our teachers, staff, parents, and students have shown remarkable resilience and resolve despite the health and safety restrictions that were put in place. Fortunately, our internal assessment data suggests that our students haven't missed a beat and, in fact, are meeting or exceeding the previous year's academic benchmarks in nearly every instance. We couldn't be more proud to be Lions. As we move into the last 9 weeks with more than 65% of our teachers and staff vaccinated, it's natural to wonder about what the rest of this year will look like and even to think about next year. With that in mind, I'd like to share a few things that are on the horizon. For the most part, we will finish up this year with our current procedures and schedules in place. With the exception of sporting events, which are outlined under Governor Bill Lee's executive order, we will not have in-person school events, and students will not travel to off-campus events that are open to the public, with one exception. We're pleased to announce that Principal Adler has secured the date of May 18th for an in-person 8th grade promotion ceremony at Bellevue Church. Specific information will be forthcoming shortly after spring break, but 8th grade parents and students can mark their calendars for May 18th. In addition, Lakeland Elementary staff are actively preparing for this summer's kindergarten camp and Camp Invention, which will resume this summer. New this summer is an opportunity for a 4-week summer learning camp at each school created by recent legislation at the state level. Students who qualify for additional summer instruction, remediation, and intervention will be contacted by the schools after spring break to share additional information about these opportunities. As far as next year goes, my goal and the goal of the Lakeland Board of Education is to return to 5 days a week of full in-person instruction for all grades next year. While we don't know exactly what that will look like yet, we are optimistic that the current trends are in our favor, as long as our community continues to follow best practices to drive down the spread of the disease. That being said, it's likely we won't know exactly what our plans look like until we are closer to August. In order to help us plan, and as a reminder, registration is now open for all students online, which includes all returning students, new kindergartners, and any new students to Lakeland School System. In the meantime, we're very excited to announce that we will post the position of Lakeland Preparatory School High School Vice Principal shortly after spring break. The Vice Principal will lead the planning and facilitation of our academic, athletic, fine arts, and career technical education offerings that will take effect in August 2022 with our very first group of 9th graders. The Vice Principal, working under Mr. Adler's supervision, will become the direct contact for questions about the high school and will have a full year to get to know the preferences, goals, and personalities of our students and our community. Finally, this year's state-mandated standardized testing program, also called TCAP, will proceed with in-person assessment for all relevant grade levels. We are asking that our remote learners make plans to report to the school for in-person testing, and the state has set a goal that 80% of all eligible students participate. I'm confident that we will reach this goal. Your child's testing schedule can be found on the LSS website under calendars. Each school will continue to communicate with parents regarding these plans and schedules as well. While we will likely always remember the challenges of the past school year, the future is very bright for Lakeland and our Lakeland Lions family. We thank you for your support and hope you have a wonderful and safe spring break.